Welcome back here to ASN Chicago Live, where we're happy to have Coach Rich Petroski following a 29-0 homecoming victory over Catalyst Maria. Coach, you talked about it last night at the team dinner, first team in St. Joe history to win 2 straight homecoming games. How big of a moment was that for your team?
It's a great moment, especially for these seniors, because this is their last homecoming. So we made sure that they're going out with a W, and I couldn't do it without these seniors out there, man. I'm a little out of breath because I had to run all the way up here, but you know, it was a great team effort. They came out here and they played, and that was what it was all about.
Yeah, in the first half, the passing game looking good. Caleb Hayden with 2 touchdown passes. He put some great touch on the football tonight.
Yeah, that's what we've been working all week with him, is make sure that he's putting a touch on the football, making sure that he's pouring the water out. Because once he pours the water out, that means that he's rotating his hand all the way across, and he's doing a great job with that this past week. So,
but certainly the strongest performance came from the defense tonight. 8 straight quarters of shutout football.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I go back to my defensive coordinator, Coach Brown. He does an amazing job with these kids. They respect him so much. They know what it's all about. They know what it is to win the football game and everything like that. And Coach Brown is the best guy out there.
Did Coach Brown give it to you a little bit for the 2 defensive touchdowns in that second half?
I mean, we had our discussion because I have to do a better job of managing the time, the clock, and everything like that, and that's my fault. You know what I mean? I tried to hurry up a little bit more at the end there. I didn't realize how much time was on the clock. That's my fault, but you know what I mean? It's a live and learn thing. You know what I mean? Going 69 and then 29, you know what I mean? There's not much you can do there. So,
yeah, and Catalyst Maria only had about 15 players. How impressed were you with the effort from them?
You know what I mean? I knew coming in that they were going to give us a ball game, and you know what I mean? That's what we told them all week. That's what we told our kids all week, that, hey, they're going to come in and they're going to smack you in the mouth. We had some Shamar Bishop. Oh, my God. All I kept hearing was, that was 52 again. That's Shamar. And I'm like, oh, my God, he's all over the place. And Shamar did a great job. This is the first week he's at linebacker, and he did a great job back there. So
yeah, I noticed that, him moving to linebacker, you know, for a second, you know, I did kind of a double take there, you know, seeing him at 275 pounds he's listed. How impressive that to you, his athleticism to have that ability to play linebacker?
Actually, you know, we talked about it as a coaching staff. We knew going into college he's going to play linebacker just because of his height. You know what I mean? Being 6'1", we know he's going to play linebacker. And so Coach Brown made the executive decisions like, hey, he's going to linebacker. That's what he's going to do. So
you got a chance to get Ezekiel into the game once again at quarterback. He did throw that interception. Kind of just of a freshman mistake there for him?
No, actually that was a receiver.
Really?
He ran the wrong route. So Ezekiel tried to make something happen. How Ezekiel is, he's going to make something happen, and he wasn't able to. But, you know what I mean, it is what it is with the ball game. And we're not, you know what I mean, it's going to be growing pains with him. We know that. So we didn't rush anything with him, and we knew what he was going to bring to the table tonight.
Yeah, still a 29-0 win for you guys. I mean, You've got this saying going now, keep the train rolling. Did you feel it again tonight?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And when we broke it down, and after I fell underneath the bleacher down there to get the water and everything like that, I told him, I go, hey, the train is still on the tracks. It's going forward. Now we have Chicago Hope, and that's what we're going to be practicing for, Chicago Hope. Chicago Hope is all that's on our mind now. There's nothing else that's in our minds right now. It's our first conference CCL game next week, and we're going for Chicago Hope. Chicago Hope, we know what they're going to bring, so we'll see how that turns out.
How much confidence do you feel like this team has gained since that Week 1 loss?
Oh, it's tremendous. The defense, I don't know what to say about the defense. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Coach Brown just knows where to put every piece to the puzzle, and once he gets that piece of the puzzle going, he's a mastermind with it, and he showed it again tonight with another shutout. That's the big impressive thing, is that getting another shutout, and that's 2 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? Going into conference play, we couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, we talked about the defense quite a bit, but offensively, You mentioned a couple weeks back, you have the three-headed monster with Zach Ford, Amir Berge, and Desmond McPhail. We'd seen a lot from Zach and Amir, not as much from Desmond, but tonight he gets a touchdown catch. How great was that for him?
You know what I mean? And now the three-headed monster, everybody scored. And I think that's going to be the big catalyst going into next week because now they've all scored. You know what I mean? And then we got little freshman Tim Shannon out there. He caught the touchdown pass too. So you know what I mean? It's hard to guard us. It really is going to be hard to guard us because of the simple fact that anybody Caleb could throw to can't catch the football. And we proved it this week because he literally threw the ball around to everybody.
And I also saw Tim Shannon got a shot out there at kicker as well? Or was that
No. Yeah. We had to switch to jersey.
Switch jersey.
Yeah,
okay.
We switched jerseys. That was Tank Hansen is what his name is. We put him in there because he actually is a kicker for us now. He's a soccer player, and we just brought him on the team this week. So he got the taste of what it like is to kick in a high school game and stuff like that. He's a hell of a soccer player. So him getting out there kicking and everything like that. LT has a little back soreness, so we took him out of the game and we put Hansen in there to kick and everything like that. And you've seen that first kick. That was a booming kick. So I'm like, all right.
It was a beauty, really,
yeah,
that extra point. It was straight through.
Yeah.
So definitely advantage to have him for the rest of the season.
Exactly. And then we have another soccer player coming out that's going to be doing our punting and kickoffs for us. So, you know what I mean? Now I get to save Zach's legs a little bit more. And that's the big thing why me and the soccer coach agreed to have him come out and everything like that, these two guys to come out, because now I get to save Zach for what he's meant to do, play offense and defense. So.
Yeah, he had a couple of nice plays tonight. Late in the game, a third and about 20, able to make the nice run there for the first down. And you guys able to come away with another win, 29-0. Not quite as dominant as last week, but definitely a tougher challenge this week.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, we knew at the very beginning, we knew what they were coming in to do. They were coming in to beat us. And we just showed again that, you know what I mean, defense wins ball games, and we showed it again, you know what I mean? 2 defensive touchdowns, you know what I mean, and then sprinkled into offensive touchdowns. But, it was a complete team effort because special teams even helped because, you know what I mean, the 2 2-point conversions we got, you know what I mean, that helped us out big time too. Amir Berge with those 2. So, you know what I mean, that's huge for us going into week 4.
So you guys got the 24-hour rule celebration-wise for this one?
Yeah, sure. Tomorrow's homecoming, so we have to let them get that enjoyment and things like that. And then, you know what I mean, come Sunday, we'll be back in the meeting room getting ready to watch film and things like that. So that's a big thing. We have to just make sure that they understand what we're all about now. So.
Well, we won't preview it too much. We'll save a little bit for your show this week. But Chicago Hope, huge game coming up next week. What are your initial thoughts on them?
They got a tough opponent. They're playing Leo tonight. So that's going to be, you know what I mean, that's their first CCL conference game tonight is against Leo because we're all in the red together. So they got a tough task tonight. I'm going to be going on Max Props in a little while to see what their final score is because they played at Chicago Hope tonight. So I'm going to see what they did and stuff like that. But you know what I mean? Very, very, very easily that could be what determines the conference because if we beat them and they beat DePaul, you know what I mean? We seal our fate there, and you know what I mean, to get past DePaul and Leo. We seal our fate, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm happy we got Hope early because now we get that game out of the way. So
Coach, thanks for coming on. Conference play starting next week. Really excited about it. It'll be right here on ASN Chicago. And as always, tune in for the Coach Rich Petroski show this week. It'll be either Wednesday or Thursday night, usually around 7 o'clock, and then we'll have the game for you next Friday as well. For everybody here at Elmhurst College, thank you for joining us here tonight. The final score, the St. Joseph Chargers 29 and Catalyst Maria 0.